Hello, everybody. Today is November the 18th, and I want to welcome you to the very first episode of LBS. I am your host, JT Bear. Today, LBS is, just kind of being announced to the world, really. And I'm going to do my best to do this in kind of a no editing, live broadcast kind of style. Here's the deal LBS could stand for Let's Be Serious or less bullshit. It really all depends on what mood I'm in that day. I see a lot of things when I'm surfing around on the web that frankly piss me right the fuck off, and I've come to a point where, well, why not share it? Because really, I bet you I'm not the only person. And what really needs to happen with a lot of things going on in society today is people need to get talking about these things. If you don't start talking about these fucking problems, they're never gonna get dealt with. Okay, like really, society is like a child right now, and we're running around with no parent and no sense of responsibility. Things are not good. So there's going to be a lot of the less bullshit categories. I'm not going to bullshit you, and at the same time, there's going to be a lot of the let's be serious categories because there's a lot of serious stuff going on in the world today. They're caused by, in my opinion, some very, very basic things that, for the most part, people kind of think maybe, but they don't really understand is the way life is. And I'm not even going to get started on what kind of topics those are going to cover, but basically, keep your eyes peeled for LBS episodes. There'll be, you know me, there'll be a title afterwards that kind of gives you a pretty solid indication of exactly where I'm going to go with that particular episode. I'm going to try and make these a live broadcast event. I may or may not make these at a regular time. Let's face it, if I do make it at a regular time, that's going to be an awful lot like a job. And if I wanted a job, I'd go off and work at Walmart. I'm a YouTube creator. I don't necessarily want a 9-to-5 gig. So these may be scheduled. These may be completely random. If you expect anything other than completely random out of JT Bear at this point, I don't know why. You really should just look around because I'm like bounce, 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 bounce. ADD is a child. ADD is a grown-up. But hey, I've made it way more entertaining. And as always, I will do my best to keep things entertaining, and I will do my best to continue to put the fun in dysfunctional. So there you go. Let's be serious or let's bullshit. If there's anything that you would like to see me cover on one of these episodes on either side of that, this particular video would be a great place to throw it down in the comments below. And let's get this shit rolling. I got absolutely no problem talking with any and all of you about any of my opinions, because let's be serious, one of the things that I try and live by is don't do anything in life you couldn't handle seeing on the front page. And I tell you, you got a lot less to worry about when you start living by that philosophy. But there you go. There's a sample of let's be serious. And as far as less bullshit, okay, you want to here's a perfect example of less bullshit. Okay, everybody out there who fucking donates to a charitable organization, stop throwing your goddamn money away. Go out, find yourself a homeless person, give them a handshake, buy them a goddamn lunch, and maybe even a jacket. You're going to spend less in the year and you're going to have way more of an impact, okay? There's some less bullshit for you. So there you go. There's kind of a sample of either side of that, and you know me, I don't really care if I get offensive, because if you're offended by anything that I have to say, you have a couple of options. The first and obvious option would be to simply click the thumbs down button because something I said you disliked. Duh. The next option would be to make a comment in the comments below. Now, as long as it's an intelligent option and reasonably well thought out, I'll entertain it, I'll discuss it, I'll even debate it with you, as long as it doesn't turn into an argument. Debates are cool, arguments suck. Okay? On that note, people who intentionally start an argument, as in all you little keyboard trolls with little man syndrome out there, I'm just going to delete you. You're wasting your time. So if you want to contribute intelligently to the conversation below, I would love to read what you have to say. Anybody on my other channels knows I do the best I can to get back to each and every comment personally. And if I miss you, it's probably a computer glitch. Like, really, YouTube, Google, they got some issues. You know, they're working on it. And I'm trying to do the best I can to kind of cruise on that wave in my little YouTube creator, JT Bear way. So, all right, that is it for the initial episode of LBS. This was not necessarily live, but this was taped in a single broadcast, and I will do my best to clean up the studio environment behind me, because that's pretty busy besides, you know, the screen there. Lovely classic slide projector screen. I actually have all of my grandfather's, well, I actually have a lot of slides from my grandfather's collection. To say I have all of them would be a fucking joke. But anyway, he did some amazing photography, so if I can make the slide projector work, maybe that's what I'll do with that thing, is I'll start throwing up some slides from Gramps' travels. That would be, actually, that'd be pretty cool. So if any of you know anything about classic slide projectors, I may need to pick your brain. I'm going to wrap this up. This is JT Bear for the first episode of LBS, saying, hey, you know what? If you stuck around this long, you might be entertained by checking out what's coming next. Thanks for watching.